Welcome to Tipsy Talks with Michael James.
What's going on?
Massapequa in the house. Represent.
New York represent. What's going on, everybody?
Long Island. I kind of knew him for a while.
Very prior to moving here. Me and Kelly go way back.
Yeah, we're like the OG.
OG New York gang. It's crazy how far we go back, actually.
We got to tell the story because it's pretty cool, Michael James.
You want to tell it?
No, I'm going to let you tell it because it's your interview, you know?
So, all right. So we got, I believe it was the FGL tailgate, and Morgan Wallen was opening.
Jones Beach? Well, that's a better memory than I have. I didn't even remember the Morgan Wallen part. Okay.
And then, yes, because I remember that because I had a mullet also.
You did.
It was at Jones Beach, which is the best venue ever.
Ever.
And I was just a little tailgater. I was like 18 or 19 years old. And
I actually came across this video recently, but go ahead.
Yeah, so then I'm 23 now, if that for reference. But you came with your whole crew. Was it the 94-7 crew?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you came. What's up?
This is Mr. Thumbs. He does this in every interview.
And yeah, you came by, and you were recording. I think the song was "Meant to Be" by Florida Georgia Line, and then it was me and my brother and just all my friends singing. And then you came and recorded us. You're like, oh, it's not too bad. And you put us on the radio.
Well, you said I'm a singer, and I was like, okay, okay, you're a singer. And then I was like, wow.
And then
you're a singer.
And then we listened to it in the truck after that. Like went right into the truck because it went on like an hour later. And we just listened to it like, that's what being on the radio is like.
And let me ask you this, Michael James, Massapequa boy. At that time, had you already decided, hey, I'm going to pursue this?
I think I'd maybe just picked up a guitar around that time. If not, I haven't even picked one up yet.
I love that.
So I didn't even think about singing or anything.
So please tell me that was part of the path to go, oh, I liked hearing myself on the radio. I like this. Maybe I'm going to do this the rest of my life.
Yeah, so that definitely was a spark for it, being on the radio, yeah. And then my brother was also a musician up in college, so I saw him playing guitar and posting it on YouTube, and I was like, all right, this is also maybe something I want to do. So I bought a guitar all around that same time. So it's kind of just a whirlwind of just stuff that happened. And
well, what was that moment? I mean, it sounds like it was a bunch of moments strung together, but what was the moment you said, okay, there's no plan B. This is what I'm doing. I'm moving from my family on Long Island, which, you know, if you're from the Northeast and you're from the New York area, it takes a lot to leave your family. And it's such a great, I mean, it's a lot to leave.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a great place to live.
And it's the only thing I know is my family, pretty much. The thing that sparked it was probably like perfect timing with COVID. I was about a year away from finishing college. I was going into my 5th year. Not a great student.
It's okay. College isn't for everyone.
And I was switching between majors because I wasn't the best student. And I was like, all right, I either go for this now while it's all online school, or I just regret it the rest of my life. And I was like, hey, Dad, I'm dropping out of school. I'm moving to Nashville. And he was like, all right, well, let's figure this out then.
I love
that. Everyone was on board, and they helped me. Now they're fully supportive. They didn't really understand at first when I started playing. So I remember sitting at the dinner table one night. My dad was like, what do you want to do? I was like, I want to be a rock star. And he's like, no, you need a serious plan. What do you want to do? I was like, I'm going to be a rock star. And then he didn't take it serious until I started playing shows, and he...
Daddy James coming through. I love that. That's a great story. You gotta believe that. I love it. So now you've been here since COVID. A lot of New Yorkers moved down here during COVID. And you've been writing. In fact, today you came from a write. And I saw you a few weeks ago, and you were so excited to share a song with me. That's awesome. I mean, it's hard to probably simplify this into an easy answer, but what have you learned, since being here?
I've learned that being nice goes a long way, because being from New York, there aren't the nicest people. I don't want to knock New York, but down here there's
different.
There's some Southern hospitality down here that it's a big culture shock once you get here. And you're like, oh, this goes a long way.
Yeah. I feel like it's different.
Yeah, but I love New York. I love the people there. It's just a whole different lifestyle.
I think it's the perfect combo, because what you've got is the knowledge of directness, because directness is beautiful too. With the combined directness with niceness,
Mm-hmm.
damn, it's a superpower.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't really mean it. Are you freaked out by Mr. Thumbs? Or you?
No, I'm just trying to make room for him.
Story of my life, dude.
Yeah.
He's figuring it out. He'll figure it out. That's very funny. Yeah, so you've got the combo. Yeah. See, he finds a way. You guys don't know this, but we're recording also on a phone.
It's blocking the audio.
He literally finds a way to sit his ass right on the... Look. He's doing it. I can't with this one. Okay. All right. So, niceness goes a long way. My granny used to say you get more with sugar than... Yeah.
I've never heard that one.
You haven't?
No.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, what's the end game for you, Michael James? Where do you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now?
5 years from now, on tour with a record deal, just touring the nation. I found out that I actually love the road life.
You do?
Yeah, I got invited to go out. I'm not gonna say who, but I got invited to go out on the road last weekend and sleeping on a bus and everything, and it was just...
He loves the road life.
It was the greatest opportunity ever, and I love sleeping on a bus. Something about it is different, and just waking up in a different city.
You can't say who? Why can't you say who?
I'll say who. I don't know. All right, so I was with Sam Hunt's camp, and they invited.
Nice.
I wasn't open. I was just helping him out, but it'd be an extra hand. And
so great. But I bet you learned a ton.
But yeah, literally the greatest experience ever. I learned so much. I'm just so grateful.
That's huge.
Yeah,
that's pretty
the
awesome.
nicest, genuine camp ever. Everyone was so nice and just welcoming.
Yep. No, he's a good boy.
Yeah, and so I learned so much there, and that's what I want to do in 5 years: being on the road, just touring and seeing what they do, like that.
Let's go 10 years, because I don't even know why I asked the end game question, because you already told your dad what you wanted. You want to be a rock star.
10 years. So my first concert was Kenny Chesney, and I see myself in stadiums playing. So that's what I want to do.
That's amazing.
If we can make it 10 years, we'll do it. But that's the long game right now.
I love that.
Just making the most of this experience and venturing out, starting businesses and everything, and
I love
making
that.
the most of it, helping the world.
I just love this story. Well, first of all, kind of the coolest part of my life and my job is kind of meeting people like you and helping people along the way, kind of help their dreams come true, which is cool. And it's been cool to see you, to reconnect with you and watch you grow.
Thank you.
So that's cool. So someday I'll be knocking on your door at MetLife and be like, let me in.
That was where my first concert was.
Was it? Was it the Kenny?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
2012. Tim
MetLife's
McGraw,
insane.
Jake Owen, and Grace Potter.
Yeah. Grace Potter. I remember that. Yeah. I was at that. Yeah. Nope. I was not at that one.
Tour?
Nope. I was not. That was at the Denver show.
If there was a first spark, that was it. Because I was 13.
Well, you talk about learning from someone who has figured it out. I think that's your vibe too, because as we've mentioned on a few Tipsy Talks with New York artists, and a lot of people from around the country don't necessarily know this. I didn't know this growing up in Kentucky. What a beach vibe Long Island has.
That's yeah.
Yeah. We said Jones Beach, and this guy's in flip-flops.
It's pretty much all I know. I grew up 10 minutes from the beach.
And for people who don't know your music, they can get on PickleJar and follow you and check your music out. But that would be a great way to describe some of your music anyway. That's your vibe.
Yeah, it's a nice little beachy vibe. I don't know. I kind of describe it as if Kenny Chesney, FGL, and Jake Owen had a baby. That would be my music.
That'd be a really interesting looking baby.
That'd be
I'm not sure to be attractive.
The sound would be nice, though.
Definitely have some interesting hair. And Mr. Thumbs is dumb. That repulsed Mr. Thumbs so much. He's like,
give him the feet.
I don't even want to think about a baby that looks like that. All right, future rock star. You might be, of all my Tipsy Talks so far, and we're just growing too as a little PickleJar baby app. You might be really the greatest example yet of what PickleJar is all about. Really somebody signing on at such an early stage, and for fans particularly, what it can be about discovering someone really early and kind of onboarding and going, dude, I saw his interview when he was dreaming big.
I hope we can keep growing this thing.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. For everybody watching, let's figure out a code word for when you are playing that life that we can all get in. What's the code word?
Ooh, let's do flip-flops.
Oh, I love that. All right, rock star. All right, that would be Michael James. You should follow him on the PickleJar app right now.
Right this second.
Do not wait.
Follow. We got new music coming. A lot of new music.
Do
Just
it now.
Come be part of the family.